皆さん、こんにちは。BG5 日本語クラスの皆さん、こんにちは。今日は BG5 in Japanese の新しいメルマガを記念して、スペシャルゲストをお招きしました。皆さんご存知のカレンさんです。はい、カレンさんは私が最初に BG5 を学んだ時のインストラクターで、もう皆さんよくね、ストーリーはご存知だかと思いますけれども、私が BG5 インストラクターになる道をずっとずっと力づけて、そしてサポートしてくださいました。日本の皆さんに、カレンさんから直接メッセージを届けてもらうことが、実は私の夢だったんですね。はい、では早速カレンさんをご紹介いたします。Karen, would you please introduce yourself first, and then could you give a message to my BG5 students in Japan?
Absolutely. Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Sachiko. I am very, very honored, and I feel very privileged to be able to speak to everyone. This BG5 is really my passion. It is something that I have worked very hard on for a very long time. I think I've been studying and working with BG5 and human design for over a century. I think it's 15 years now, something around that. And I've been teaching it for, this is going on my 9th year of teaching BG5 specifically. And I was very instrumental at the very beginning of the BG5 Business Institute in getting the Business Institute up and running, and also training instructors like Sachiko. And I really believe, and I think what you are looking at embarking on as becoming a BG5 consultant is something that is very much needed in the world right now. And the difference that you can make with those around you, with businesses, also with individuals, I think is tremendous. And so this is one of the things that I really love about BG5, and what I hope to impart to all of you as Sachiko students is that the world needs you. We are in a time of major, major transition, and Sachiko's probably spoken to you about that as well. And what used to work no longer works. We've been in what's called the era of planning. And in the era of planning, there was this frequency, if you will, that allowed us to work together. However, we worked together and we sacrificed ourselves for the good of the tribe. We sacrificed ourselves just to make money. And that frequency is going away. And we need a new way to connect, and we need a new way to work together. We also, at the same time, need the opportunity to really own our individual sovereignty, own who we are as individuals. And I think this is part of what really distinguishes BG5 from human design, is that, yes, we need to know about ourselves as an individual. That is really, really key. Yet at the same time, we also need to know how to connect with others in a completely different way. And the more that we are truly ourselves, the more that we can connect with others at a much, much deeper way, in a much more empowered way, in a much more supportive way that not only empowers ourselves and helps ourselves, but even more importantly, it helps humanity. And so it makes a huge difference, whether it be families, whether it be schools, whether it be businesses. So in BG5, we do focus on the business application of the human design system. However, you can utilize it for any group. You can use it for any organization. You can use it to take a look at how we can work best in partnership, how we can work best in small groups, and also how we can work best in larger groups, and how we can be in larger groups or smaller groups or partnerships and not lose ourselves. So to still be ourselves within the partnership, within the small groups, and within the large groups, and understanding how those dynamics operate. And as BG5 consultants, I think it is part of your role, if you will. If you want to make a difference in the world, this is in my opinion, one of the biggest things that can make the biggest difference is first people loving, trusting, and accepting themselves. And if you take a look at most conflict in the world, if we want peace in the world, we can see that a lot of conflict comes from misunderstandings. And it's either misunderstandings between two individuals, misunderstandings between two small groups, or misunderstandings between countries, or large groups or large organizations that creates the conflict in the world. And I believe that when we learn to work together as humanity in the way we are literally designed to work, it changes the world. And that's what you have as an opportunity to do as a BG5 consultant is if first of all, first and foremost, it's for you. Going through this program was probably the most transformational experience that I've had for myself personally. Just going through the program itself, not to mention now what I'm able to do and working with others. And it's really transforming yourself first so that you can then really be a beacon for others and help others transform as well. And so this is what I feel is really the power and the vision for BG5. I really see this getting out into the world in a very big way, especially as we move into this new era, the era of the individual. The era of the individual is about, and we can see it in the design of what this new era is all about. We can see that it is about, in a sense, being selfish, but being selfish, being self-like. Again, that individual sovereignty, and then bringing the wholeness of who you are into partnerships, into small groups, into larger organizations. And when you can do that, everyone can work together in the way that they are truly designed. It's like a big puzzle, and we all have a piece in the puzzle of humanity. And even when one piece is missing, the puzzle is not complete. And especially if you have a passion for this information, this is going to, like I said, not only empower you, but give you the ability to empower others as well. And this is what humanity needs right now. We're right at the precipice. We can see all of the stuff that's happened in the last few years. And I believe it's absolutely, absolutely necessary and essential, this information to get out into the world in a bigger way, for this information to really have an impact on humanity as a whole. And you can be a part of that in being part of BG5 as well.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. So I really love your vision, and yeah, I'm so happy that you just brings your message to students in Japan. So I think they are so lucky.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I feel very honored and very blessed that I get to
Thank you.
connect with you, because I think that is really important too, that you feel supported, that you feel empowered, that you really can see that you're part of something bigger than yourself. And when we can work together in this collaborative way, when we can support and empower each other, when we can share our experiences, that's ultimately what we're here for. And being true to who you are, what your purpose is, and being able to deliver this information is so incredibly rewarding. It feels like a gift to me every time that I'm working with a client or an organization, because I can see the transformation, and I can see the ahas. So in becoming a BG5 consultant, it is incredibly, incredibly rewarding as well. So I really wish for you to really take in this information, and to be a good BG5 consultant. One of the key things is it's not about the information. And yes, you're going to learn the information, you're going to deliver the information, but it's not about the information, it's the transformation for you. Because when you are living this information, your, let's just say your frequency, your aura, your presence communicates even more than what the knowledge is. And when you can be, when you allow the information that Sachiko is going to teach you to really resonate with you, to really practice it, to really take it in at a very deep level, the more you can do that for yourself, the bigger the impact that you're going to have on others. It really is about living the information is much more important than knowing the information, because if you live it, you know it. And that's how profound and amazing this information is. So allow it to really take hold in your life. Allow it to really take hold over your entire entire being, in living it, in seeing it, in experiencing it. And when you do that, you will be a good BG5 consultant, because that's ultimately what it's all about.
Wow, wow, what a precious information. Wow. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, and
I really
Sachiko,
appreciate that.
I just want to say a few things about Sachiko, because I have absolutely loved working with Sachiko.
Oh,
And Sachiko really, what I just said about taking in the information and living the information, Sachiko does that. And that's what makes her such a good instructor. Is because her passion for the information, to her ability to live and be present with the information. That's really one of the key things that we look for instructors as well. It's not about being the guru and knowing everything. And Sachiko knows a lot. Believe me, she has studied a lot. So she knows a lot of information. But like I said, it's much more than just the information, because there's a lot of people out there that deliver the information,
yeah.
but it's different knowing the information than delivering it from your heart. And that's what Sachiko does, and she lives it too.
Oh,
And that's, again, what makes her such a brilliant instructor. She's assisted me multiple times in multiple classes. I am always so impressed with how Sachiko really takes care of the students when she's assisted me in class. Her heart in really making sure that everyone's getting the information, that they get what they need. She is incredible. And so I am, like I said,
oh.
I'm really honored and very privileged to be able to work with Sachiko, and I love it. And anytime she's an assistant for me, so I know how she works, I love it when she's an assistant for me, because I know that that's the kind of passion and that's the kind of care and support that she gives to me, is what she gives to you as students as well. So
I'm
thank you,
so
Sachiko.
honored. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I'm gonna cry. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Mm, so yeah, yeah. So I'm going to translate with the subtitle this
Oh,
message.
great.
Yes. So thank you very much, Karen, for this opportunity and for your time. And yeah, I really appreciate your passion and yeah, your heart, warm heart for doing this for people in Japan. So thank
Yes, and
you.
I'm sending my love and my support and my empowerment to all of you. And I wish you an incredible journey in learning this information, taking in this information, struggling with this information, because you will struggle with it too. So it's not all rosy, because sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to look at yourself and to really learn this information at the deep level, but enjoy the journey, both the hard times, the great times, the struggling times, the feeling like you're behind, the feeling like you're overwhelmed,
Yes.
because that will all happen.
Yes,
It's
I
part of the
know.
journey. So just recognize it as part of the journey and just keep moving forward because the rewards on the other side are incredible. So once again, thank you so much, Sachiko. All the best.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Karen. So,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
bye bye.